when it comes to me, for example, I don't get angry. You know, I don't push it on people. I don't try to look for ways to convince myself. I don't have any doubts. You know what I'm saying? I have been so convinced, okay, that to the point, at this point in my life, where I have zero doubts. You know what I'm saying? The only real thing, the most real thing is God, is my spiritual reality, is the divine manifestation of God, is His word. At this point in my life, everything else is fake. Everything else is an illusion. Everything is subjected to the changes and chances of life. The only thing that is solid is my spiritual reality and my connection with the Infinite One. That love I have for Him in my heart, this relationship that nobody can take away from me. So I have no doubts. And if you're like me, if you hit rock bottom, you know what I'm saying? You were suffering big time for many years. You turn to everything in this world. You turn to professionals. You turn to self-help books. You turn to a couple vices and addictions, but nothing healed your pain. Okay, nothing solved or healed your traumas, your childhood traumas, etc. Your inflamed ego. Nothing worked for you. But then eventually you hit rock bottom, you crack, and through that crack, the light of the Lord comes in. You're forced to believe in that which your logical mind didn't allow you to. You know what I'm saying? I was just like you guys, right? Like most of you guys. I couldn't bring myself to believe in that invisible man upstairs. And I could never imagine the power latent in the Word of God, because it's words, it's pages, it's a book. I hated books, okay? I was trained to hate books because of the, indoctrination camps and all the junk that they taught us. I hated books. So the last thing I could ever imagine is that these were magical words with the power to transform you and heal you. The healer of all thine ills is remembrance of me, forget it not. Make my love thy treasure and cherish it, even as thy very sight and life. Thy name is my healing, O my God, and remembrance of thee is my remedy. God is sufficient unto me. He verily is the all-sufficing. In Him let the trusting trust. On and on and on, right? I had no idea that the Word of God carried an energy, a frequency, a power that could revolutionize my life. You know, but once I started, I don't have confirmation bias. I was not always a believer. I was a disbeliever, again, like a lot of you guys. But I was forced to, I ran out of options. I exhausted all worldly options. And I was forced to, through His mercy, it was a blessing, to turn towards Him and try it out. Okay, for once, try diving deep, okay, and following His commandments and striving to live the life. And the more I did that, the more, for the first time in my life, I started to heal on every level and transform on every level. So it's not confirmation bias at all. It's experimentation. It's a scientific model. Okay, you try your whole life, you try everything else. Try vices, addictions, entertainment, escaping from your problems. You try to fill the void with relationships, try to seek validation from other people. You know what I'm saying? You try everything, nothing works. You get worse and worse, you hit rock bottom. And then you're forced to believe because you have no other options. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in my life, the amount of benefit that I've received is so great, okay? Like nothing I have received from this material world, that the amount of loyalty and faithfulness and reliance and trust I have in God, the true lover, is so great that nothing can swerve me away. I have so much certitude. I've witnessed the healing powers, the transformative powers of the Word of God. And you can truly witness its powers when you are sick, when you hit rock bottom. It's like a patient who is sick, who can prove the remedy of the physician. If you are not sick, you cannot prove the remedy. The remedy will have no effect on you. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, like myself, a lot of you who have hit rock bottom, you have been awakened. You ran out of options. You were in a way forced to believe in the last thing that you could bring yourself to believe in. And then as you trusted, you began to see results. You start to heal yourself. So at this point, if the entire world were to become disbelievers, based off of what I have experienced and what I have benefited from the love of God and His Word, nothing could swerve me away from His love. I pledge my allegiance to Him, to His Word, to His cause, to His divine manifestation, till the day I die, forever, forevermore.